दी बैंकिंग गुरु चैनल में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम जिस टॉपिक पे बात करने वाले हैं वो काफ़ी चर्चा में है। क्रिप्टो करेंसी, बिटकॉइन। बिटकॉइन इज द नेक्स्ट गोल्ड. बिटकॉइन विल रिप्लेस करंट monetary system. All these things we are hearing in the market, and we will try to understand what is this cryptocurrency, what is this Bitcoin, and people have started investing in also Bitcoin. Let us see all the concepts and the implications of investing in Bitcoins, Bitcoin as a transaction mode. सभी पे हम डिस्कस करते हैं। सबसे पहले हम शुरू करते हैं कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट्स के बारे में। मुझे लगता है कि हमें इस पे सीरीज़ ऑफ वीडियोस बनानी पड़ेंगी, क्योंकि कॉन्सेप्ट को समझने में इसका इवोल्यूशन क्यों हुआ और इसकी आगे फ्यूचर में इम्प्लीकेशंस क्या हैं। वी नीड सम टाइम, वी हैव टू डिवोट सम टाइम फॉर दैट. सो बियर विद अस, वी विल ट्राई टू एनालाइज द होल सिनारियो फॉर यू. Somewhere in 2008, a person called Satoshi Nakamoto, he released a paper, 9 pages paper, giving some algorithms through which a computer-generated currency can be created. That was a very nascent concept on which the whole scenario which is today has been developed. Basically, cryptocurrency is a computer-generated currency. But उसका अगर basics में जाएंगे तो how it works, we have to understand that. Some very complicated mathematical equations, when these are processed in very advanced computers, those equations are get solved. After solution, but we get a result, and whosoever solves these equations, as a result of that, the reward of that, he gets bitcoins. He gets a currency which is called, in a very common parlance, the Bitcoin. That is the mathematical part of it. Now, for storing the rewards, you need to have a technology. This technology is based on blockchain, meaning thereby there are blocks which are connected with a chain, a computer chain, a digital chain. Whenever one equation is solved and that equation is stored in a block, the equation is we can say it is a ID, and the result is the password. For decoding the whole equation in one way, we need to have a ID and we need to have a password. Someone using this ID and with this password first time creates a block. Again, the same thing. If it is passed on, the ID and password is passed on to somebody else. He uses it, another block is created, and a record is kept that the first person has created this, and now it is the second person. Different types of blocks are created, and through a chain of the last person, the next block is created. Through this computer technology of blockchain technology, this is stored in the computers. Now coming next to another technical issue is the distributed ledger, which we listen. What is this distributed ledger? Now this whole technology is based on the public-private protocol, meaning some information is public, some information is private, and this protocol is when used on a computer. This helps in coding and decoding the bitcoins. Now, whosoever the information which is stored in one block, that is distributed over thousands and lakhs of computers throughout the world. That is the information in public domain. But the name of the originator and the name of the receiver is not disclosed. But some information is available in public domain. When that information plus the private information which is with the individuals is combined, it becomes a complete transaction. Now, in other way, the blocks key chains is a combination of the database. Huge database, whosoever has handled these mathematical algorithms, try to solve them and were able to solve it. Whosoever has transacted it, the whole information is available through this blockchain chain technology in a distributed manner throughout various computers. थोड़ा technical हो रहा है, but I will try to explain it further because our purpose is first understanding the whole thing and then seeing its implications in the money market, in the currency market. Now the basic model, that is Satoshi Nakamoto's model, he has said it that by solving these algorithms in a different way, the maximum the results can be 21 million. Meaning at any given point of time, out of the whole software which has been created out of this algorithm, 21 million results can be created, not more than that. So this becomes a scarce commodity, bitcoins, which is the result, which is the reward given because of the whole process being done. And this process is, who is doing all this process? These people are called the miners, mining. Out of these algorithms, out of this whole using the software, the computers, they are mining the bitcoins and they are able to get the rewards in return, and they are able to get the reward as a bitcoin. At the same time, initially solution of one algorithm, the miners were able to get 50 bitcoins. It is not like that unlimited bitcoins out of the software they will be able to get. They will be able to get 50, then got it reduced to 25. Right now, these days, if some miner is able to decode this algorithm, he is able to get 12.5 bitcoins. Overall, theory says by 2040, the last bitcoin will be mined out of the software, and in total, 21 million bitcoins will be available throughout the world. As on date, about 90% of these bitcoins have been decoded, and these algorithms have been decoded in the form of the bitcoins. And the value, because this is a scarce commodity, if somebody is having this key of this bitcoin, the value was 0 when it started at 2008. Lot of volatility in between, and today what is its value of one bitcoin? 47,000 US dollars. 18-20 लाख रुपया. No, because these bitcoins were a scarce commodity. कोई भी चीज जब scarce होती है तो उसकी वैल्यू, उसको यूज करने वाले उसकी वैल्यू डालते हैं. And value depends on the demand and supply. And demand and supply is created when more and more bitcoin is used for storing the value, for transactions, for transferring the funds from one place to the other. Now, very briefly, we have understood the technology behind this, the whole cryptocurrency. We should understand that cryptocurrency is one concept. One software out of that cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. Understand that similar type of softwares other than Nakamoto, the other people can also make it. They can also create more and more cryptocurrencies. And that is what is happening. Beyond Bitcoin also, more and more cryptocurrencies are coming in the market, seeing to the success of the Bitcoin. As on date, about 2,000 cryptocurrencies are available in the market. Depending on their usage, their value is there. And the highest valued is this Bitcoins. As on date, the market value of this Bitcoin is 750 billion US dollars. A huge amount. Now we will see its uses and other things and its implications later on. Let us see some further concepts. We have seen the cryptocurrency. We have seen that computerized, digitally generated computerized currency. We have seen the millers, who are the people who are extracting the value and getting a reward out of that. Now when this commodity is available to us, which is called the cryptocurrency in the form of Bitcoin, there are exchanges also which have come up, a huge number, who are exchanging the cryptocurrency with the physical currency, US dollar, Bitcoin, Indian rupees, Bitcoin. All these exchanges are also available. In India also, some exchanges are there. Some are Coin DCX or Coin Switch Kuber. Like that, so many software, so many desks are there. The exchanges are there who are buying and selling, exchanging the Bitcoins with the Indian currency or other currencies also. So we have to understand one thing. The first concept of cryptocurrency is very secure. What was created by Mr. Satoshi. But associated with this cryptocurrency, there are many services also have come up. जैसे exchanges हो गए, जैसे other people who are dealing in the bitcoins हो गए. The original thing is very safe, but we are not very sure about these subsequent things. Today, if we are buying a bitcoin, are we getting out of that public-private protocol one password through which independently we are able to transact this bitcoin? Or somebody is saying that on your behalf I have purchased the Bitcoin and you have invested in that. There are so many people like that also who don't actually get the Bitcoin because that gets stored in somewhere else computer, and we get a fraction of the Bitcoin also. Yes, this Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency can be traded in the fractions also. 0.001% of one Bitcoin, like that also these can be traded. Now for keeping this Bitcoin, we need to have a wallet. Wallet is computer storage device. It can be a hard disk, it can be computer, it can be mobile, anything where in a digital way we can store something. That is the wallet where we have to keep this whenever we are buying the cryptocurrency. Now about 30% of the population in the age of 27 to 35, they are in one way or other associated with the Bitcoin or invested in the Bitcoin. Whereas people above 55 years of age, only 5% people are either invested or understand the this cryptocurrency or associated with the cryptocurrency. The objective of this video is to percolate the information to our colleagues that what exactly it means and what are the risks associated with it. Now comes the questions whether this Bitcoin will be the alternative to the current currency system. It will replace dollar. It will replace gold as a storage of value. It is the biggest disruption we have seen in our lifetime. All these questions and the answers to this we will discuss in our next video. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked our analysis and understanding of these Bitcoins, please subscribe to our channel and refer our channel to your friends and relatives also, so that in future also we are able to bring good financial and banking related analysis for you. Thank you.